I'm just calling to say
Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Demilade, as you all know. Over here, I do TV show reviews, but today I went to the bookstore, basically, and I got some books that I want to read for the month of March. So I'm so excited, and I decided, okay, why not do like a mini book haul on my YouTube channel? The books I bought were not that much, but they were enough for me to say, okay, let's do a mini book haul and show you guys. And at the same time, I want to talk about the books I read back in February, because I actually read a few books. Yay to me! So yeah, I read a few books and I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, let's get started. We're going to start with the books I read in the month of February, basically.
Coffee's good. Drink coffee.
So for the first book, I read Verity by Colin Hoover. It was a really good book. I enjoyed it. I read it in one sitting, if I'm being honest. Like, I read it at once because I couldn't really stop. The thriller was there, the kind of mystery and the plot twist at the end, they were all quite scary, if I'm being honest. Like, I was actually terrified. But no, not kind of, don't let me use the word terrified. I was disgusted. Like, this person, Verity, she's crazy. This book was disgusting. And when I mean disgusting, it means like what the main character did, like, that she found a manuscript, and it was Verity's manuscript, and Verity wrote some disturbing things. I felt like hurling when I heard most of those things. Like, I was like, it was terrible, the things she did, but it made for a good book, and I enjoyed it. Even the plot twist, and I was like, if I'm being honest, I really want to believe the plot twist, because I want to believe that Verity isn't capable of the things she wrote in her manuscript, because that's just crazy. Like, let's be honest, like, who does this? Like, who the hell actually does the things she said in her manuscript? Like, it was crazy to read, but I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it was a good book. Okay, so for the second book I read this month was Ace of Spades. I really enjoyed this book. This book is, I'm giving it 5 stars before I even tell you what it's about, because I really enjoyed it. I haven't been reading in a while, and I just got back into reading like last year. So I said this is the first YA book I've read in like a while. The last YA book I read was Percy Jackson. Now, that was a long time ago, and I really adore the Percy Jackson series. Like, that is my whole childhood. I'm so really excited for the TV show to come out, and I'm definitely going to review that. I can't wait. Ace of Spades was really good. I enjoyed it. Oh my god, I really did. It hurts because I wasn't annotating, and there's some parts I wanted to like underline, but anytime I'm trying to like underline some parts in it, a pen is nowhere to be found, or a pencil or nothing. Like, it was just really good. It's giving Gossip Girl vibes, but the Gossip Girl here, I don't really like. The Gossip Girl here was Aces, and Aces was, at first I thought, oh, another like Gossip Girl, like spilling secrets, drama, and everything. I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. Until I found out who Aces really was, and it was kind of disturbing, to be honest. Like, the institutionalized racism, if I got that well. So basically, the synopsis of the book is there are 2 main characters, Devon and Chiamaka. Chiamaka and Devon. Chiamaka is famous girl. Spoilers, I'm sorry, but Chiamaka is like the famous girl in school. She worked her way to be the famous girl. Like, she's the one everyone talks about, the it girl. The it girl everyone wants to be, And Devon is like basically nobody really knows him. So basically, the thing that both main characters have in common is that they are black, and they are black in an all-white school. Basically, they're the only black person in that school, and all of a sudden, Aces comes from nowhere, exposes him with, like, I think a sex tape or something, like, to the whole school, ruining his coming out to everyone. Now everybody knows, including his best friend. And Chiamaka too, she had some secrets in which hers were, like, Chiamaka's one was kind of really disturbing. Like, they will go to that extent, they will go to that length just to try to make them drop out. Like, the racism that was in that school was Oh my, it was really heartbreaking, honestly. Like, I can't believe people would go to that length just to. I mean, you could just tell them now, okay, oh, this is an all-white institution. No, we don't want black people. I feel even if that doesn't really make sense to me, but it's just better than letting those kids go through what they went through. Like, it was too much, honestly. But I loved it. It was such a ride, guys. I loved this book. Like, 5 stars. Okay, this next book really hurts because I don't know, maybe I should get into it more or something, but it did not do well for me. Like, I had an expectation and it just fell flat. I mean, even the title says a lot. I remember I sent this book to my family group chat. My dad was like, I should learn. Honestly, it was really funny the way we interacted about the book because literally says how to kill your family. I mean, who wouldn't see this in the bookstore? I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this book just because of the title alone. Like, I was expecting something like a thriller, like murder, but just getting into it, I can see I didn't even read that. In fact, it was only chapter. Can you imagine? And why the hell is just one chapter that long? I do not like long chapters at all. Imagine, I didn't even know that was just chapter 1. What? Basically about this girl, her name is Grace Bernard. From what I read just in chapter 1, and maybe I should read more. Maybe I'm judging the book way too much because it was only chapter 1 I read. So Grace Bernard and how she plans on killing every single member of her family from her dad's side because of what they did to her mom. And frankly, in chapter 1, first people she killed were her grandparents, and the way she killed them really wasn't satisfying, to be honest. And I was like, what did these people do to you that you want to kill them so bad? Like, the reason why she wanted to kill them, it wasn't really warranted. Like, just move on with your life. I'm really gonna get into it, so it might still be good. There's a couple of books I want to read in the month of March, and I'm so excited about these ones. Honestly, first book I want to read is Reminders of Him by Colin Hoover, and this book was specially picked from my book club because I'm in a book club. It's called Grow Givers book club. It's a really good book club. Like, we pick a book every month, we read it in a month, and then at the end of the month we discuss it, which is really, really interactive and fun. Reminders of Him, that's the book I'm going to read this month. I already started and it's getting good. I thought to myself, you know what, Demi, this year we're getting into fantasy books, and I really want to read fantasy. I really adore that genre a lot. I want to get lost in another world, another dimension, and anything. So I decided to start with The Cruel Prince. This is one book I'm really excited for, and honestly, I've already started reading it and I am enjoying it, you guys. Like, it's really good. It's really, really good. I'm actually surprised because when I was getting it, the person I was getting it was like, oh, that's a book talk book. It might not be good. The book talk one, she was wrong. This book is really good. Reading into it, I realized that this book, it's a series, and I'm almost done with the first one. It has The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing, and I'm really excited to read the rest. Oh my gosh. The next book I'm going to read this month is Legend Born. Take a second, take a moment to look at this book and tell me this isn't like literally the most beautiful book you've ever seen. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love it. Guys, this is a beautiful book. Like, the magic, the red, the blue, the way she looks so beautiful and so pretty, and like, it's really lovely, and I'm really excited to read this. The second book in the series just came out last year in November. Secret Society, magic, and I'm like, sold. I am sold. Secret Society, magic. Dami's reading this. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I mean, I was just like, yeah, I'm picking this up. Like, even though Book Talk already recommended it for me, I was like, I'm definitely picking this. Also, why do I keep picking books that are in series? I don't want to read the ebook version. I want the physical copy. So this is also in the series Good Girl, Bad Blood, As Good as Dead. It's interesting. It's like you're reading One of Us is Lying. We're gonna read this. I'm excited to read this too. Those are the books I'm reading this month. What books are you reading this month? I would love to know. So leave a comment down in the section of what your March TBR is and what books you read in February, so that I can pick some out and maybe get some for myself, because I love recommendations from other people, because I do not know my way around what to read. Basically, I love recommendations, so I would love to know what books you read in February, what books you're gonna read in March. Please leave a comment down below. Any book.